Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're talking about calculation on complex number. Calculation on complex number. So in our last class we talked about um Phasor, the forms of Phasor, the rectangular mode, the Phasor, how do we add them, how do you subtract, how do you convert from Phasor to rectangular form or from rectangular form to Phasor form. So we have done that in our last video. You can go and check that. So in this new video we'll be talking about calculation of complex number. That is what we have learned in our last class. We are putting them into work. We are doing some work on it. I put them into work and doing some work on it. So our first example is this one: 40 to 50 plus 20 minus 30, close the bracket, to power half, that's 1/2. So we are going to be calculating this one, trying to get the answer, this complex number. So our solution, so the question is 40 by 30 s over 1/2. So the first thing we are going to try to do in this question is that we are going to be using the conversion from polar form to rectangular form. So we are going to try to convert these two numbers, said they are in polar form, and then we said now like that we cannot add together in polar form. That is, we can only add in rectangular form, add and subtract in rectangular form. So we have to convert them back to rectangular form. So by doing that, so we convert to rectangular form. So by converting to rectangular form, we said our formula, that is the formula that we learned in another class, is equal to r into cos phi plus j and phi. So this is the formula we are going to be using to convert back to rectangular form. So by doing that, we have to convert these two. So what's our arrow? This one here is the arrow and this is the angle. This one, so this is the arrow and this is the angle. So by converting the first one, that is 40 to 50, so equal, our 40 is the arrow, so we're going to write 40 open bracket cos, the angle is 50, that is 50 plus the j, sine, the angle again 50, then we close the bracket. So by calculating this one, we can say it's equal to 40, by using the calculator, cos 50 will give us 0.64, by approximation 643, plus j sine 50 will give us 0.766, then we close the bracket. So we can still be equal to 40 open bracket. So we're going to use open bracket is 0.643 plus j 0.766, close the bracket. So in our next calculation, we are going to multiply this bracket with this 40. So it's going to be 40 times 0.643, 40 times 0.643, so it will give us 25.72, that is 25.72 plus the j. So the next one we are going to be doing is this 40 multiplied by 0.766. That is 40 times 0.766. They're going to give us 30.64. 30.64. So this is the first one. Then the second one, that is 20 to minus 30. So we're going to do it the same way. That will be 20 into cos minus 30 plus j sine minus 30. So the same way you do for the cos minus 30. Cos minus 30, that is 0.866. That is equal to 20 0.866. Then the next one, sine minus 30. I'll give us sine minus 30. Sorry, that's minus 0.5. So this plus will be minus. Minus is 0.5. So when we multiply it, we go to 20 times this 20 times 0.866. 20 times 0.866. 20 times 0.866. That is 17.32. Then 20 times minus 0.5. 20 times minus 0.5. So it's going to be minus J10. So this is this one. So what I'm going to write next will be these two and these two. That is 40 into 50 plus 20 minus 30. It is when we convert it from the polar form to rectangular form. So it will be 25.72 plus J30.64 plus 17.32 minus J10. So when we convert it from polar form to rectangular form, so we can now add them together. And then in our next class, we say by adding together this addition here, z1 plus z2 equals to s1 plus s2 plus j into y1 plus y2. So how are we going to be doing it in this one? We're going to add this one and this one together, then this one together. So I can write using z1 plus z2 equal s1 plus s2 plus z to y1 plus y2. So how we're going to do is that we're going to add this one plus this one, then this one plus this one. So it will be 25.72 plus this one plus 17.32 plus this one j, that is 30.64 plus this one, that is minus 10. So when we add this one and this one together, I'm going to add the two of them together. So it will be 25.72 plus 17.32. So that is 43.04 30.04. So when we add this one together, we 30.64 minus 10, that is 20.64. So that will be plus G 20.64. So this is the addition of it together. So but don't remember we're asked to, it is raised to power 1 over 2 here. So we're still going to do for, like, do the square root. So we're still going to get the square root. And for us to get the square root, we can check it. We use it has to be in Phasor form. So this is rectangular form. We have to put it in Phasor form to get the square root. So we have to convert it back to Phasor, and by converting it back, we have to get our R and our angle, and our R is x squared plus y squared, while our angle is the tan inverse of y over s. So it will be, what's our s? Our s is 43.04 square plus our y, this is our y, that is 20.64 square. So if you press it in calculator, 43.04 square plus 20.64 square, so it will give us 47.73. Then this one, that is the tan inverse of the, that is like 20.64. That's our y. Our s 43.04. So tan inverse equals to 20.64 over 43.04. So I get 25.62. So this is, so it will be 47.73 25.62. So this is now. Then we have to get the square root. So to get the square root, it will be 47.73 25.62. You know, this is the original question here. So after we convert this one back to rectangular form, then add it together. When we add it together, we get 43.04 plus J 20.64. Then we convert it back to polar form, that is this, and then we have 47.73, and the angle is 25.62. So they're in polar form now to get the square. And to get the square, this is our formula here. Z is equal to, we'll look for the square root of this, then we'll divide the angle by 2. So let's do that. So we are going to look for, go to the square root of 47.70 and the angle. So then the angle will be 25.62 divided by 2. So let's do that. 47.70. So it will be 6.91 approximately. Then if you divide this one by 2, that is 25.62 divided by 2. That is 12 0.81. So this is our answer. So this is the answer. So this is the question. So let me quickly recap what we do. This is the question. That is 40, the angle is 50 plus 20, the angle is minus 30. 1 raised to power 1 over 2 after we close the bracket. So we are asked to evaluate the complex number. So the first thing we do is that we can add in polar form. We convert it back to a rectangular, and then when we convert it, this is what we have. Then to now get the square root, we have to convert it back to polar form. Then after we convert it back to polar form here, this is what we have. Then after getting the polar form, we have to look for the square root of the r, which is this one. Then we get 6.91. Then we divide the angle, which is this one here, and then we have this one. So this one, I'm going to do the video on the second question, which is this one, but we have done this one. So please like, subscribe, share this video. Many people need this video. Share it. Thank you.